So in order to recruit everything here, what are we missing? This is, I think, the final tier of that. We have the Bugmen. We're missing the rest of the purple buildings. We may end up destroying this. Possibly. Well, actually, no. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. That'll give us space to build this over there. So we can get rid of that. That gives us 3 slots. How many are there? There's 3 more that we can build over there. So that's perfect, actually. And that will allow us to purchase or recruit all unit types from our capital province, which is good.
What needs to be done?
So what are you? Increase mobility, hell yeah. Steel technology, boost income, just mobility mostly.
What?
Let's actually take this gyrocopter out.
Ready.
We'll slot him in there.
To speed us up.
Having extra mobility on that army will actually be pretty good. Having extra mobility on every army would actually be pretty good. I forgot about him. Whoops-a-daisy. That was bad, actually. It's really quite unusual to see the Wood Elves leave, by the way. I mean, that should be apparent. We're like turn 130 and they've just now started leaving their little forest over there. But that forest is probably max upgraded in every slot. Except for their tree. Their tree is probably not max upgraded. Because that is very expensive. So the way Wood Elves work is...
I am revenge incarnate.
No. Wood Elves have essentially a special currency called Amber. And Amber can be used to recruit and upkeep certain units depending on the faction you pick. But it can also be used to upgrade your capital buildings, which includes the tree. And the tree gives passive faction-wide bonuses. But it's also extremely expensive to upgrade. I think the final tier is like 100 amber, and getting 100 amber requires a lot of territory. Well, again, we don't really have mines, so...
Master of runecraft. It's as good as done. Setting off.
Our army over here. This is only 6 garrison, so we'll take that easily. He'll take that. That gives him that province. And then we'll move north. His army's right there, which is slightly concerning, but this place does have walls, so I don't really care. You, however, do not have walls. So let us give you some. We have a lot of money for reasons. See, the problem here, we're not going to recruit another lord yet. The problem here is even if we recruit a lord, we have to wait for him to finish recruiting. So there's no reason to have a lord over here sitting and costing us money for another 6 turns. We could recruit him somewhere else, like over here, which is what I'm building this place up for. But this place is not quite yet ready, I don't think. Maybe it is. I don't know. Let's recruit a lord over here, see what we got. Ancestral blood. Oh. Confident is pretty good. We'll go with confident. Yeah. Look at how expensive he is. Holy shit. Okay. So 2 of those, and we want longbeards, not ironbreakers, but we can't get longbeards here for what reason? Oh, this isn't upgraded yet. Okay, that's okay. We got time to burn anyway. We want bugmen dudes, but that is not available because this is not upgraded yet. Actually, we'll take a while before he's ready to go. We do, however, want 4 of these, so that gives us 3 turns. That'll finish something. I don't know. This place has garbage growth. Because I don't have the building for growth. That would probably explain that, wouldn't it? It kind of sucks. We only need 2 for this, so 3 turns we can start upgrading that. We'll figure something out, don't worry about it. Alright. Who hasn't moved? You haven't. That's fine. You're not doing anything anyway. Are you at war with him? I believe you are. You are.
My axe thirsts for war.
Of course we take attrition because it's forests. Is it heavy forest? No, marsh that we take attrition from, right? So light forest should be okay? Question mark? Will you give me permission to march through your land? No. You are very much against my existence. We should really kill him at some point. Does anybody like him? The dwarves like him. Why? Greenskins and treaties. Fair enough. Have you moved? You have not moved. I really don't care that that army is over there, by the way. So we're gonna continue moving like this because we'll suffer attrition if we don't. And then we'll siege the capital, I guess. Scary looking capital. Anyway. New dude needs new points. What is that? Leadership. Wall breaker's amazing, so we'll take it. Pure beard, maybe. I don't know, I really do like the reduction in vigor loss. It means your armies can essentially just fight forever without getting tired once that's maxed out. Which is very good because vigor loss reduces your stats pretty heavily once it starts hitting the exhausted stage. A rather interesting choice. They're assaulting the Tilia is going to take Skaven Blight, which means we'll have to fight Tilia. Because they will never ally with us, but in order to complete the objectives for the campaign, we need that territory. Which is unfortunate. I really wanted to fight Skaven up here. We'll fight Skaven in the south because I think Clan Moors is down there. Oh, for God's sake. I mean, this is greenskins, it would count. Winds of Magic down doesn't matter because we're dwarves. We literally don't care about magic because we can't use it anyway. What's going on over here? Upgrade that. We can upgrade that, we may as well. Extra untainted. What about here? What are we missing? Missing that, but we can't build that anywhere, that's fine. That will be in the capital. We may as well build this because we only need the drinking hall, so we can actually reach that. Oh, actually, we already have this one over here. Whatever, man. Build walls. There you go. That's what you do with your time. Build walls. Bidju as well. So this province is now ours. We're just gonna steamroll through here with 0 casualties. 14 casualties, close enough. And then our first mine, actually no, this will be our second mine. We've secured this province, which we'll just do, excuse me, tax rate? Or growth. Let's do growth for now.
Armed and ready.
And then you... We're going to be doing a lot of sieging, actually. So you should probably start taking that. And then he will begin moving north via the underground passages to take those 2 provinces. And then at that point, I actually don't care. I don't care about anything else Kislev has at the moment. Although I guess I should take it. But that puts me up there, and I really don't want to be up there right now. I have, like, no interest in doing that. What the hell am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm building this. Right. So we're not going to destroy this until this is level 3. There's no reason to do that. What about you? 2 more turns, I think? Yeah. That is A-okay. You're still existing. Just keep wobbling back and forth. It doesn't matter. He'll probably take this. I mean, he should. If he doesn't, I'm concerned about his ability to do things. I can't reach that in a turn. This displeases me immensely. We'll just have to wait. He is mustering. He probably can't get much in a single turn, though. Watch him have half a stack next turn. There's so many wood elf armies just marching around now. They're not full stacks anymore. He did lower his military.
The Angrund clan.
The hell are you? A military alliance with you? I don't know. Do I really want to? Not really. We'll reject it. We're going to be rejecting a lot of alliances now at this point. We're going to want to secure the south and then basically take the north. And then we're going to have armies garrisoned up in the northeast because chaos invasions are a thing. But beyond that, once we have most of this area secured, we're going to start sending stuff across. Probably not in the north. Probably towards the south, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know what the New World looks like in this campaign. So Untainted +3 faction wide. We'll go ahead and get this, because even though we're probably not fighting them right away, that'll be useful, and it only takes a single turn, apparently. Unless they lose this siege. Which, again, seems extremely unlikely, so you do a wiggle.
The engine belts. Yes.
You just said the engine melts. So you're basically done recruiting whenever the game feels like letting you move, which is 4 turns, because reasons. What do I want here? I don't know. Probably nothing. 1 turn for that to finish. That's okay. You can upgrade your mind. And you may as well actually just regular march.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
That's okay. We can take this probably fairly quickly. We'll have to see. You, however, are going to have a hell of a time sieging this.
Fight.
Yep. Graveguard. Oh, this is the actual good garrison. Actually, no. Do that setup instead. Gets us siege equipment a little bit faster.
Drang them.
Not that it matters. This place will hold out for 9 turns
Ready axes.
against someone with max wall breaker. Which I guess is only -1 and then like a bunch of things, but you know what I mean. You're gonna continue making your way over there. Did you move?
For clan honor.
You did, it just didn't update. Okay. You've already moved. Alright. Not really a whole lot to do here. Mostly just passing time. At this point, we can't spend any more money, though, except for mandatory building upgrades. Because we're down to 10k plus whatever we make this turn, and we do have to fill up that second army over there that we're recruiting for. Naggaroth. I wonder how Naggaroth and Cult of Pleasure are doing. Because of the changes to the map, both of them have a hard start over there. I think everything in the New World actually has a hard start, now that I think about that. So hopefully this guy, if he brings his army back and fights me, we're gonna have to break the siege. Because I don't know if we can actually handle fighting that large of a vampire army. Because vampire, undead technically, but the faction is vampire. We have to break it off. Unfortunately, it means we'll suffer a very small amount of attrition. And he's gonna garrison. Figures. I need to move my chair. Hold on. Whoa, there we go. Still rolling around. One of my chairs got stuck on a thing and now it won't stop rolling everywhere. So what do we want now? That just gives us 5% more tax rate from basically everything, which is pretty good, but that's public order, which is also pretty good. Let's do the public order. For now. Because, I mean, we have positive public order, I think, everywhere. But a little bit extra public order is always good, especially when you're rapid sieging stuff. Because that'll crush your public order really, really fast. So, look at that attrition. Yeah, there's 0 chance I can actually take this in their fort. But if they come out and fight me, it should be just barely in their favor, but that's still not really something I want to do with this army. I mean, this army's hugely ranged. So it would be better in a defensive situation than an offensive one, but still. I'll just let them siege for those 3 turns, I think? 5 turns. We'll let them siege for a while. I guess just 5 turns whenever this army's done. So let's go ahead and upgrade you. So like 7 turns, dear God.
For the wisdom of the layer.
So can I recruit anything for you that I actually want? It's looking like a no. So instead, we'll plop you guys inside of here and then grab these dudes. That's basically all of my money right there, good God. That puts it at 14, we're missing Longbeards. I'd prefer to recruit the Longbeards here, because I'm building that anyway, but it will take a very long time. Although this takes 8 turns to finish anyway, so maybe we will wait. You're not done for how many turns? 3. Okay. Okay, that's pretty much all we can do. Just sit here and wait and hope this siege goes well. The dwarves have a lot of armies that are doing a whole lot of nothing. Also, that guy has everything leveled, good lord. A population surplus. Ostermark, I don't know how you're still alive, considering your military capability versus the people that are currently attacking you. Same with you. Same with basically everyone in the north that Varg is murdering. I should have gave Carrigazola a war target. So that they'd hopefully maybe help against the vampires down there. This mod is great. So they are going to attack me. We're going to take this fight. It's not going to be particularly great. So what do they have to be scared of? They do have 1 unit of cavalry. And 3 units of flying infantry. We have to be very, very wary of their infantry They're Vargheist and cavalry getting into the back here. They have 2 units of cavalry, never mind. This dude's actual army is garbage, so if we could get him killed quickly, that'd be pretty good. If we get both of their leaders killed quickly, that'd be pretty good. But let's go ahead and get this underway. Did you know that battles are contested by armies, each of which is made up of many troop units? I bet you didn't. I wonder where his reinforcements will be, actually. It should be behind him, but sometimes the game randoms it the other way. I don't really know why, but you know. Remember when these load times used to be really fast? Okay, so it is behind him. Oh god. Hell of a rock you got there. Unfortunately, we have a pretty bad setup here. We can park ourselves here, sort of, or maybe here. I was thinking there because the trees will weaken enemy cavalry units, so I think this is actually what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and grab these guys, set them to missile front. We're going to slightly adjust to this formation as well. We're going to do the old Rome too. We're going to spread our flanks pretty thin, but it should be okay. That's not... I wish there was an easier way to set this formation up. It's still not quite right. Is it more like that? I don't know. It's close enough either way. You guys can go ahead and park your butts back here, roughly. That should be okay. We can... No, we can't put them too close, because then they'll get interacted with when the melee front line gets hit with the flying units, if that happens. Who are you? You have nothing. Groth Oathforged, alright. So everyone is hidden but the artillery pieces, so we're going to quad speed it. I mean, you know, didn't expect them to be hidden, plus they're going to be shooting soon anyway. Hello? Oh, that's his actual army over there. You know what? Slightly adjust you guys. The rest of you can stay facing that way, just so you can shoot as soon as possible if something comes in range. It doesn't actually look like anything will come in range, so... We'll adjust you guys. And you're already shooting, but we'll adjust you slightly as well. Hopefully that doesn't take too much time for them to move. Apparently it will, because they're stupid, but that's okay. Yeah, see, that's what you should have done. Just moved it slightly. Whatever. They'll figure it out. So there's the Vargheists. I don't really like that. Gonna shift our lines a bit. It's a very strange formation we're doing here. In fact, we're probably gonna have to shift our entire front line. Let's go ahead and do that. It screws up our alignment. Do we want to actually? Hold on. What are they doing? Besides getting pelted with artillery. Good God. I'm not really sure what they're doing, if you want me to be honest. They are most certainly shifted more that way than anything else, though. Are they getting healed? I think they're healing, yeah. Really, the biggest threats for us right now, apart from these ethereal units, because they're ethereal, is anything that can get around to our artillery quickly. Shift our melee as well. Because it looks like they're mostly going to be hitting that flank over there. Although they're about to start getting hit by our artillery, our ranged units, that is. Which should take quite a number on these guys. Because cavalry's pretty generally weak to ranged. Which will be good. Although having shifted my dudes around, it appears that they are also shifting their dudes around. Alright, so it's time to turn our skirmish off. And just go ahead and park these guys back here. More or less like that should be fine. Because skirmish is going to keep them from firing a lot. It does keep them safer, but it does keep them from firing a lot of the time. He's kind of surrounding me, which I wish he'd stop doing, but... He's trying to go around my front. He knows my front is here. I know he knows my front is here. Man, I wish I had that charge defense rune. Yeah, he's just gonna fly right over top of me. Is he? No, he's... Oh, yeah, he is. He is gonna fly over me. Catapults should still be firing. He doesn't have any ranged units to shoot at, but we should probably get over there and help. This is the problem with Varheist, they're just going to continuously leave whenever they get into fights like this. Your lord is under attack, I know. Those guys are facing that way now though, so they should be able to help out a little bit. In theory, anyway. Let's see, you guys are not doing anything and may not need to do anything. You guys are getting crushed by something. Graveguard. Fair enough. Well, let's say you guys could shoot me. They apparently have, yeah, 2 leaders and they're both over there. It's these freaking Karn Wraiths are going to be very annoying to deal with. Get over there. I hate everything about these units, by the way. Horrors. You guys still shooting? I believe they are still shooting. We're about to get flanked pretty hard here because our front line's kind of unhappy about the situation. Obviously not good, especially if Graveguard get back here. Graveguard with great swords. Get back here with my archers is going to be a really bad problem. Okay, so I'm going to adjust all of my catapults very slightly backwards. Just very slightly. All of my ranged units should still be firing. They appear to be, as best they can anyway. That unit's going to die. Getting crushed by Graveguard. This is why I don't like Graveguard. They're very powerful units, and they don't tend to ever die. Or get tired. Being undead, they tend to not get tired very easily. I suppose that makes sense there, doesn't it? Can we kill his leader? Because that would make this an easy win. This runs the risk of shooting my own dudes, but I think this is our best bet, is to just volley the crap out of his leader. I don't know why you guys are shifting forward like that. Trying to get a sight line, I guess. Most of you seem to be incapable of firing at him, so that's a waste of time, so stop doing that. Are you guys firing? You're not. How come? You don't have a good line. Fair enough. Do you have a good line if I move you up again? I was moving them back so that they had a better minimum fire range, but I didn't realize there was a hill there. A hill. So one of their lords is dead. The other one is dying. The other one is dead. So they should be disintegrating now. Well, they should be disintegrating soon. Once the, oh my god, that's what I want to see right there. Once the game determines that the victory is one side or another, they will start disintegrating. Which should be soon. I'm surprised they're still holding up. Oh, there they go. There's the disintegration. I like how they all just poof. It's great. Alright, so we did win. At great cost. I mean, not nearly as great as him, but we did win. 179 losses. We didn't lose any units, and we should still be sieging, correct? Because we didn't... Oh, heroic victory, I just noticed that. We didn't break the siege to fight this.